I'm crazy, but you like that. I bite bad daisies on your nightstand. Never forget I blossom in the moonlight. I scoop ice, flacer with the blue eyes. I'm terrifying.
Peace and love, you guys. It's your girl Karina. Welcome to my channel, Eye of Karina. I'm really excited to talk about the WAP video. As a music artist myself, yes, I do make music. I really love entertainment that has depth to it, and looking at the depth within creative things, right? A lot of times people just look at the surface. But like, if you look at art, right? If you go to an art museum, right? Are you the type of person that just goes, "Oh, those are really pretty colors"? Or do you say, "Well, what was his intention in making the brushstrokes go this way? And what were their intentions of merging these colors together?" Right? So this is the way that I look at it. I look at entertainment as having intention, purpose, and then, as being that this is an astrology channel, I look at the astrology behind it. I also look at the symbolism, the occult works, the magic, all of that is happening behind here. Okay, there are some people on YouTube that have decoded it, and I really love what they're doing, and I'm just contributing to the conversation. Okay, now what I do want to tell you guys is that everything that I'm saying here is kind of speculative, but I have created a video that supports what it is that I'm saying in this. That video is on my Patreon, so if you would like to watch that video and support your girl, but also see me give, my breakdown through the images and whatnot, then definitely check out my Patreon, and you'll see that the WAP video decoding is there with a lot more details. Okay, so I'm gonna first just tell you, I don't want to waste your time, so let me just tell you that my conclusion is that this video is about chaos magic. Okay, and I might be a little biased because my astrology channel focuses on Lilith, but I'm gonna say that this has a lot of thematic symbolism and images that are portraying the energy of Lilith. It's my theory that this has a lot to do with Jeffrey Epstein and the Me Too movement. It has a lot of political stuff as well going on in there. This video is multi-layered. There is not enough time to talk about what is actually going on in here, but I want to at least speak to the parts that I think that people could grasp, because the parts that I think people can't grasp, even me can't grasp it, that's like a report card, like a full report. And I'm not trying to do all that right now. Okay, so like I said, feminine chaos magic, themes of Lilith, themes of being tied to the political Me Too movement, themes of feminism, themes of talking about Jeffrey Epstein, right? Or just the concept of the patriarchy being too far in control. I say in control because we can talk about that later, but that political stance that there has been so much abuse that has happened due to on a sexual abuse level, right? And especially when it comes to the abuse of women, right? And children as well, sexually. So I feel like this video is hinting to chaos magic. The snakes has a very big theme, but it is very much so tied to Lilith. It's tied to astrological references as well, which I break down in my Patreon video. But I just want to say that the snake and the serpent energy is very much so tied to Lilith, okay? When we understand the concepts of Lilith, you understand that Lilith was in the mythology Adam's first wife, okay? And because of that, she was outcasted because she wanted to be equal to Adam, okay? And there's a lot of symbolism that is saying in this video that women are equal. To not put me in a box, to say that this is what I am and this is where I should be, but that I am equal to you. And so this is why this entire video evokes confusion and a lot of polarization, because Lilith energy does that. It creates absolute chaos, confusion, and polarization, because we're not talking about Adam and Eve, we're talking about Adam and Lilith. We could also be talking about maybe Lilith and Eve. Never really thought about that, but that's something to consider. Okay, so one of the lines that Cardi B says is, I don't cook, I don't clean, right? That's been like a big hot topic, right? Because in the feminist movement, they also bring that to the table. What are the roles of the women and what are not the roles of the women? And it doesn't matter what gender you are. Certain people who are males and females believe that women should be cooking and cleaning. and that's a part of their role. And then certain people, male or female, would say that they don't have to be, right? So this concept that if woman is as equal to man, then why is her role so compartmentalized and categorized to these specific things? And why are these specific things what defines women? We're not here in this video to start arguing about what is right or wrong, because I'm telling you, the minute that you get into that argument, you're already lost. You already are lost. You're lost in the chaos. Okay? But that's another video. What I'm trying to say is that is woman equal or not? And when you're dealing with Lilith, she wants to be equal. Part of the mythology of Lilith also is the concept of being on top, okay? And this position of being on top is expressed in various sexual entertainment, but in WAP it's just reiterated that, you know, sexually Adam wanted to be on top, wanted Lilith to be under him in the sexual position, and she did not want that. She wanted to be on top. Okay, so there's a lot of references, as there typically are in a lot of sexual songs, which means that a lot of sexual songs evoke Lilith whether they realize it or not. You know, the minute that a woman is talking about being on top, riding, right, on top of a man, right, I just want you guys to understand that that is a part of Lilith energy when we think about the mythology of where Lilith is coming from in her sexual position with Adam, okay? But it also hints to more themes within the concept of revelations and the end of days and the end of times, okay? Because I want you guys to understand that this is an artist, that is one of the artists that are in this thing is called Megan the Stallion, and her name has the definition of a male horse, okay? It's the definition of a male horse. And what do we understand about the end times? The end times in the book of Revelations incorporates the 4 horsemen. The 4 horsemen. And then on top of that, we're dealing with Lilith, who wants to ride on top. Do you see the patterns and correlations of a woman riding on top of a man in the symbolism of Lilith being one of the 4 horsemen? Are you guys following me here? Okay, I have to go here because I don't have the courage to deliver this kind of message. let me just be honest. I do not have the courage to deliver it. I have to be on the edge of a little crazy to come out and talk about this, because I want people to like me. I don't want people coming here and telling me that I'm wrong and I'm stupid and I'm seeing things. So you guys tell me, am I seeing things, or are you seeing what I'm seeing about this video? Okay. So just remember that the conversation isn't about who's right or wrong. The conversation is about the mythology. Sorry, y'all. The conversation is about the mythology. It's about the times and the direction that we're going in. I'd like to talk about direction because as an astrology geek, as an astro geek, direction is a very important thing in astrology. And I found direction in this video. I found direction, okay, through etymology, the name, breaking down of the names. So I already talked about Megan the Stallion, but also of animal totems. So if you're big on animal totems, we're going to talk about that a little bit, and also of the purpose and meaning of a name, okay? So for instance, Normani, let's start with Normani. Her name is actually the feminine version of the name Norman. And the meaning of Norman means literally North man, okay? North man. So I felt like Normani's position within the house, they're saying there's some holes in this house, there's some holes in this house. I feel like Normani's position is north, okay? I feel that, or she represents the north. I feel that Megan the Stallion, from her position, is the west. That's from the animal totem of the white tiger, because the white tiger in Asian symbolism represents the west, okay? So we could be understanding direction as the west being the west coast, or the western country, which would be America itself, right? I'm not really sure who's representing the South, but Cardi B, I would say, represents the East, because Cardi B's actual name is Bacalus. Somebody tell me if I'm saying it right. And when you look up the meaning of her name, it is Queen of Yemen. And where is Yemen in correlation to America or the West? Yemen is East. So Normani is North. Megan the Stallion is West. Cardi B is East. And then who's the South, you know? I feel like maybe the red rune is representative of the South. This might be a reach, but when you think about red, the root chakra, that's south of the body, right? But the root chakra could also be tied to the west, because it's said that the root chakra of the earth is where the west coast of America is. So the South is tripping me up a little bit, but that is just to share with you that I found directions in this music video. I found directions, okay? The symbolism of the serpent runs deep, and I again refer you guys to check out the video on my Patreon, because I actually talk about astrologically what's happening with this video as well. But just to say that serpents and snakes have lots of meanings, okay? One of the meanings is literally deception, okay? That is one of the meanings. The other meaning is wisdom. Interesting how deception and wisdom could be within the same symbol. The other meaning is medical, right? The other meaning is, I said wisdom, like knowledge. The other meaning is the male genitalia, right? The other meaning is truth, like just bringing the truth, again, I guess bringing the knowledge. Also remember that there's some snakes that are poisonous, right? So this could be a means. It could have an intention of poisoning, But poison also protects. So a lot of snakes use poison to protect themselves. So it could also be a form of protection rather than attacks. So I'm going to give you guys at that because my daughter's coming in the house now. And go check out my WAP decoding if you'd like to learn more. Peace and love.
I am the dean, feeding you knowledge, speaking symbolics, trick up the part.